Good morning, everyone. Just give me a minute and I'll just show my slide. Okay, today I'm going to talk about lifestyle interventions and for obesity and diabetes. And as shared by Dr. Tan, we know that obesity is a chronic disease with many metabolic, physical, and psychosocial complications, including a substantially increased risk for type 2 diabetes. So for people with diabetes, being overweight or obese increases the risk of future diabetes development. But in those with diabetes, excess weight can complicate diabetes control, which as it increases the body's insulin resistance. People with diabetes and overweight or obesity would benefit from any magnitude of weight loss. So the modest weight loss of 3 to 7% of baseline weight improve glycemic control, but a sustained loss of more than 10% of body weight may improve long-term cardiovascular outcomes and possible remission of type 2 diabetes. So in terms of the classification of overweight and obesity, Dr. Tan shared in his slide previously, but I just will quickly go through again. So the WHO has recommended BMI as an international index to assess total body fat by classifying underweight, overweight, and obesity in adults. So based on body fat equivalence and comorbid disease risk, BMI of 23 and 27.5 respectively has been recommended as the cut-off points for public health action in Asians. So beside BMI, abdominal adiposity can be measured by waist circumference and or waist to hip ratio, and both are good indicators as they are associated with cardiovascular risk of the metabolic syndrome, including type 2 diabetes, hypertension, and hyperlipidemia. So lifestyle interventions that combine diet modification and exercise with behavioral strategies remain the foundation of weight management strategies. So now let's look at different dietary strategies for weight loss. So they can be broadly categorized into 3 groups. So the first approach is to tackle on amount of energy intake. For example, under this approach, we have low-calorie diet, and we have also the use of meal replacement to create a calorie deficit for weight loss. Secondly, many studies investigated the macronutrient composition of the diet in weight loss. For example, we have ketogenic diet, low-fat diet, or Mediterranean diet. And last but not least, the third approach is to adjust timing of meal consumption, such as time-restricted eating, where individuals eat within a time window and fast for the remaining. So for all dietary approaches that result in negative energy balance will likely promote weight loss. In general, weight loss studies often have some limitation, for example, in terms of study design or duration, leading to results not being comparable. So we need to interpret the outcome of all the approaches with caution. Some approaches are still lacking conclusive scientific evidence in long term. However, any approaches should be used with under supervision of healthcare professionals and with consideration of individuals' needs, preferences, weight status, as well as cardiovascular metabolic risk factors. Is there an ideal diet for weight loss in diabetes? Most published dietary guidelines indicate reducing total calorie intake as the main component of any weight loss intervention. So the principle is to look at energy density. Main sources of calories come from fat, carbohydrate, and protein. And we know that pure fat has more than twice the energy density of pure carbohydrate and pure protein. And fats carry many aromatic compounds that add flavor to foods, and therefore high-fat foods may promote passive overconsumption. So reducing fat as part of a low-calorie diet is still a practical way to reduce calories for weight management. So back to basics. So weight loss is about energy balance. Consuming more energy than body need will lead to weight gain, while burning more energy than consumed will lead to weight loss. To achieve a significant loss of weight, an energy deficit must be created and maintained. And theoretically, weight could be lost at a rate of 0.5 to 1 kilo per week based on a calorie deficit between 500 to 1,000 calories per day. So generally, diets that reduce calorie intake to about 1,002 to 1,005 in women and 1,005 to 1,008 in men will result in weight loss if they are adhered to perfectly. This is because such calorie levels will result in a calorie deficit for most overweight and obese adults. However, energy needs can vary widely based on factors such as age, body composition, physical activities, and current dietary intake. Calorie needs always need to be re-evaluated as weight is lost. So when it comes to weight loss and diabetes, there are many popular beliefs, and let's look at some of these beliefs. So the first one, carbohydrate is fattening. So is this a fact or a myth? So this is a myth. So let's look at the some of the explanation for this. So we know that, as mentioned earlier, fat is the most energy-dense macronutrient. So when the fat content of food is increased, energy density also increases. So for example, white rice without or fat, so the calories wise will be 260 calories. But if we have like flavor rice, for example, chicken rice with added fat, the calories will increase. And similarly for fried rice. Yeah, so in terms of this like a statement or this myth, so in fact, carbohydrates are a main source of energy essential for metabolism and well-being. So cutting down carbohydrate completely is not recommended. A person who avoids carbohydrates completely is at risk of getting low blood sugar, hypoglycemia, and is likely to suffer from long-term minerals and vitamin deficiencies. So instead of actively avoiding carbohydrate to control blood sugar levels and weight, people with diabetes should be more careful about the type and total amount of carbohydrate that they consume. In other terms, the quality and the total amount of carbohydrate that they consume in a day. So the second belief is skipping meals is a good way to lose weight. So this is also a myth. We know that for people with diabetes, skipping meal can cause erratic blood glucose levels, and if diabetic medication is not adjusted, and regular eating patterns can keep up your metabolic rate and to prevent you from getting too hungry and overeat at next meal. So besides habit of having a regular eating pattern, so other dietary habits, for example, eating slowly, can help with weight management. And as when we eat slowly, we can digest our food better, and we'll be also a bit more aware of the level of fullness and make sure that we don't lose control and overeat. And another habits in such that people tend to eat the leftovers food from friends or family, and indirectly this will increase the calorie consumption. So do not clean your plate means that if let's say, for example, if you go out and order food, so just can plan and order the portion for yourself and not to finish up the leftovers in order not to get in additional calories. So the next one, I can eat snack with no added sugar freely. So this is also a myth. So food label no sugar and no added sugar or suitable for diabetics can be misleading, as naturally occurring sugars or fat and calorie content are not taken into consideration. So it is crucial to read the nutritional information for any type of food to check the amount of carbohydrate, natural sugars, and calories it contains. Products like fruit juice with no added sugar can still raise blood glucose levels as quickly as sugary drinks, as they contain natural fruit sugars. So snacks that use artificial sweeteners can still be high in carbohydrates, fat, and calories, even though they might be low in sugar. So this product can affect blood sugar control and may lead to weight gain as well if taken in excessive. So with all the, after clarifying all the myths, so let's look at other useful and practical dietary strategies. So it is recommended to substitute high energy dense food, for example, like cakes, chocolates, all these with lower energy dense food, for example, like low fat yogurt or fruits. So definitely including protein and fiber into your meal can help to increase satisfying or satiety effect, and watch for hidden fat from your food. So foods such as fries and then even pastries, they are relatively high in hidden fat. So that calories wise will be high as well. So just watch for those food. And definitely switching to a lower fat alternative would be one of the suggestions. And in terms of beverages, a lot of sugar sweetened beverages give empty calories, which means that they just give calories without any other nutritional value. So we always encourage individuals to choose water or calorie-free beverages. And definitely for those who cook at does cooking, so healthier cooking method, grill, roasted, or steam, will help to reduce the calorie content of the meals. So how does exercise or physical activities help you? So the main type of exercise are aerobic or cardiovascular exercise, like brisk walking, jogging, cycling, swimming. And we have resistance or strength training and exercise as well. And all forms of exercise are essential for health, with aerobic exercises helping in calorie burning and cardiorespiratory fitness, while resistance training support muscle health. So if you are new to exercising, start slowly and progressively increase the frequency, duration, or intensity of your activities. For those previously inactive, begin with low intensity activities such as brisk walking and gradually extend the duration of frequency. So depending on your activity level and diabetes control, it may be necessary to adjust your diabetes medication, particularly to prevent hypoglycemia. So what are some tools that can help you to achieve healthy dietary patterns? So always portion control tools, for example, plate, bowls, or these spoon can help individual to moderate energy intake by providing visual clues and learning appropriate serving size. So interventions have found that using plate design to using plate to learn appropriate proportion of meal is useful to control energy intake, such as My Healthy Plate. And in terms of the sugary beverages, we have this NutriGrade mark, which is a labeling system for drinks and is based on sugar and saturated fat content. The government do have this initiative of having this healthier choice symbol and healthier lining program as well, and both are applied for both food and drinks. So all healthier choices drinks are NutriGrade A or B. So drinks that are lower in sugar and saturated fat may carry both the healthier choice identify and the NutriGrade mark, just one of them or neither. So both these initiatives will continue to coexist to help guide consumer in making informed drink and food choices easily. Smartphone application provide another tool that may help control energy intake by providing a platform for individuals to monitor their dietary intake. Self-monitoring helps individuals become aware of the food and portion sizes they are consuming, and has been associated with increased and sustained weight loss. So some of those government recommended tools would be like a healthy 365 meal log tool that you can use to track your daily calorie intake, and these food, energy, and nutrient composition by Health Promotion Board to give you an idea of the calories of a specific food. But information of this from the food technically need to be mindful that some information may not be very accurate. So cross-check with your dietitian will be useful. So in conclusion, there is no single best dietary strategy for weight management in diabetes. So the lifestyle intervention, including diet, nutrition, and physical activities and behavioral modification, are all important, and they should be individualized. And the ideal diet is one that can be sustained for long term, supports individual health needs, and include a variety of nutrient-dense food. So thank you.